There was once a boy who nobody really noticed, not because he was invisible, but because people chose not to see him. He was quiet, he kept to himself, he didn't wear expensive clothes, and in a world where people judge quickly, that was enough for others to ignore him. Every day at school, he walked alone. People laughed at him sometimes, without even knowing his name. But what they didn't know was, this boy was carrying a life no one could see. His father had left when he was young. His mother worked 2 jobs just to survive, and every night, he would hear her crying quietly in the kitchen, thinking he was asleep. But he wasn't asleep. He heard everything, and that pain became something inside him, not hate, not anger, but determination, because he made a decision. I will change my life. Even if nobody believes in me, I will believe in myself. Days turned into months, months turned into years. While others were wasting time, he was studying, learning, improving. He didn't have money for tutors, he didn't have support, but he had something more powerful: consistency. Every single night, he studied until late, even when he was tired, even when he felt like giving up. And slowly, things started changing. His grades improved, his confidence grew, his mindset became stronger, but life still tested him. There were days he felt like quitting, days where nothing made sense, days where he thought, maybe I am not good enough. But every time he felt that way, he remembered his mother, and that was enough to keep going. Years passed, and then came the day that changed everything. The school announced a special guest speaker, a successful entrepreneur who had built a company from nothing. Students were excited, teachers were proud. But when the guest walked onto the stage, the entire room went silent because nobody recognized him. But one teacher slowly realized something: the face, the voice. It was him, the quiet boy nobody used to notice, now standing there as a successful businessman. He looked at the audience and said, "Most of you didn't believe in me. Most of you didn't even try to understand me. But I didn't need everyone to believe in me. I just needed one reason to keep going." And then he paused. And that reason was pain. The room stayed silent. He continued, "Pain either destroys you or builds you. I chose to let it build me." And in that moment, every student understood something powerful. They realized how quickly they had judged someone without knowing their story. After the speech, many students couldn't even look at him because they remembered how they treated him. But he didn't hold anger. He didn't want revenge. He simply said, "Your past does not define your future. You can always change." And then he left the stage, not as the boy they ignored, but as the man they now respected. And his final message was simple: never underestimate someone who is quietly building their life, because the people who are silent today might be the ones leading tomorrow.